Hey Saber fans, so I don't have a Saber for you today, but I do have a thermal detonator. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. So this does have the Goth Redesigns chassis with the gold plated metal. It's a cheaper option, but it's quite good. There is an auxiliary switch on the bottom for quotes and the lockup function. And then also the auxiliary switches to change fonts as well. Different sounds. I don't think this one has the explosion, no, but it does have a different boot off. And then this one is completely classic. There's 3 fonts. Oh, I landed it right the first time, look at that. So this doesn't have swings, no clash. It does have auxiliary. But it does have this. I thought that was pretty cool. I do love the yellow LEDs on this. They're like a pale yellow, like a washed out yellow, pretty much. So, has micro USB recharge for the recharge port essentially. It's recharging a 650 milliamp lithium polymer battery. So, you know, it's not driving many LEDs and the speaker's not going to take up much power, so this should last a good while. You know, what is it? 3 LEDs, 5 LEDs total at 20 milliamps. A tenth of an amp. It's have some pretty good runtime. Your SD card access, kill switch, for battery or power on indicator. I was kind of hoping there was a deep sleep indicator on this, but I didn't see anything in the manual. But it's solid. You know, there's nothing moving on it. And I really did enjoy this setup for access because it's essentially these set screws that dial in exactly how tight this is on there. And then these screws will actually fit in the grooves in here, like that little groove right there. And that defines the orientation. Like, see, that don't look right, does it? So I rotate it around to the next one. There we go. Perfect. There's only 3 slots, so eventually you'll get it right. It's heavy. It's really heavy. I love the weight of this. I'm guessing it's chrome-plated steel, because unless it's like super dense aluminum or something, but I don't know. But yeah, flip kill switch, powers off. Not a whole lot going on with this other than what I've already shown you. The installation for this wasn't overall that bad. There were a few things that were kind of challenging. Like that, the lever on this, the switch, is insanely long, which for obvious reason, because it reaches from the dead center up onto the switch. So I mean, I think what I took quite a bit of time on was getting that tight. So I mean, you can hear it wiggle just a tad, but yeah, it's solid. Set screws are Loctited in place with the blue Loctite, not the red. just in case it needs to be removed one day. You always want to use blue on something that you think might need maintenance one day. And it might, who knows, huh? This should last a very, very long time. Wiring wasn't too complicated, just had to follow the instructional wiring diagram and what Goth Designs has on his website. But God, look how shiny that is. Jesus. You could probably give this to like your girlfriend or wife and she could probably do her makeup off of it. You know, just have a little thermal detonator sitting right there, and yeah, I'm freaking mirror chrome polish. Beautiful. Cal and One Replicas did a very good job with this. Really good job. I mean, all the parts they included with it for the kit, fantastic. You know, like this is 3D printed. As far as externally, that's the only thing that's 3D printed. Just because that would be quite a challenge to make in machining. And I mean, 3D printing is just fantastic nowadays. I mean, externally, that's all that's going on for 3D printing until you open it up. Yes. It's like boop. Nope, there's a fingerprint. It's total fingerprint magnet. Super cool. Oh, it always cracked me up whenever these were first coming out. Like, people would be weathering them by just like, oh, okay, well, there's pavement. Okay. Phew. It's kind of like, holy crap, you spent $200 on this kit and you're just throwing it down the driveway. I understand, but no. If I'm gonna spend $200 on something, I'm gonna want it to be pristine like this. Spend half price and get a shoddy looking piece of crap. Yeah, okay. Functional, as long as it's functional, you know. I understand they went for screen use, but yeah, I like my things shiny and pristine. That's just me. Maybe I'm a ferret. Who knows? Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. I think that's all I got to show you. Super cool prop. It's like I just can't stop playing with it, you know. I'm sure my client's gonna love it too. You know, it's not a small, cheap thing. I do love that yellow. It is possible to make that red light a functional switch as well, but there was no tutorial on it, and I didn't want to mess it up, so I went with the safe route. You know, just putting the aux switch on the bottom, because I mean, in all reality, it's just added features. See all the lights going off through there. Yeah, I do really like that, the lockup. And it just restarts. Really cool. The tutorial that KR did for these LEDs on the front, it's really quite ingenious engineering how this was made. Typical One Replicas and KR Sabers, but essentially how he done it in the video was there's the LED, then there's the white part around the LED, which is 3D printed, and then there's the metal part that actually slides in the hole in the metal. So it all goes together. So how he did it in his video was he put in the little plastic piece, tightened the set screw down, and then pushed in the metal ring. Like, what? I couldn't get it to work properly, so I just went the safe route and just used E6000 and glued the LED in the holder, glued the metal part on the holder, and then I used the set screw to just tighten down the metal part. I think it turned out just fine. Not going anywhere. It's not sliding out. This thing is rock solid. You know, you could throw this at somebody and probably get charged for assault because it is that heavy. This thing is like a rock. Of course, that's the most expensive rock I've ever seen. right? Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, may the force be with you always.